Hoops, Lesson 69, Day 2. The supplies you will need for today's class are your book, Shooting Hoops, your first grade writing journal, and a pencil. So be sure to get those supplies out and then we will begin. All right, if you're ready to begin, let's put our book off to the side. Let's get ourselves warmed up for the day. If you have your whiteboard handy or you'd like to write along with me, you're always welcome to do that. Or of course, you may just watch the video and follow along with your eyes. We are going to review 3 sight words for the book Shooting Hoops. The first sight word for review is the word have. Let's spell it together. H-A-V-E. Now let's say it. Have. Good. Please put the word have into a sentence for me. I'm listening. Good. Our next sight word, this. This sight word has a chunk, the TH. It's the voiced TH, this. Let's spell it together. T-H-I-S, this. Please put the word this into a sentence. All right, moving on. Our very last sight word for review is the word play. In the word play, friends, what's my chunk? Good. A-Y would be my chunk. A-Y makes what sound? Good, the long A sound. And I have a beginning blend. What's my beginning blend? Yes, PL. What sound does PL make together? Pull. Good. Let's say that 3 times. Pull, pull, pull. Now let's add our chunk. Ready? Pull A and together. Play. Good. Please put the word play into a sentence. All right. Good job, Tigers. Way to review what you already know. Let's move on. In our book, Shooting Hoops, the comprehension focus was analyzing characters' feelings. So we're going to think about and talk about how the characters are feeling. And it changes in the story, doesn't it? All right. I'd like you to pause the video here and read the book Shooting Hoops to yourself again. Pause the video now and then come back and press play on the video when you're done reading. All right. If you're back again, that means you've read your story Shooting Hoops. And now let's discuss it a little bit further. Today for discussion, I'm going to be bringing in my retelling cards. My shared retelling cards means there are different sections of the book and they're broken up into these cards. For example, in the beginning, the problem is, then, next, finally, and then after that. So let's go ahead and in order, retell the story in your own words, but begin the retelling with these sentence starters in order. Let's start with the first card. All right, looking at your book, and please use your book as we go. Open up to the first page and tell me a sentence about the beginning of the story using this starter, in the beginning. All right, go ahead. Okay, good. I wanted to hear your voices. I would say, in the beginning, Carlos and Sam wanted to play together. Something like that. All right, let's move on. The problem is, start a statement telling in your own words what's happening here. The problem is. Go for it. All right, you could have said, the problem is Carlos and Sam don't have a baseball. Turn the page. Let's come to then. What could you say in your own words happens next using the sentence starter then? Go for it. All right, you could say, then they tried to play football, but they didn't have a football. Turn the page. Next. Tell me in your own words using next to start your statement. Go. Okay, you could say, next they wanted to play basketball. They had a basketball, but no hoop. Turn the page. Now let's come to our word finally. Tell me what you could say about this next part using the word finally. Go for it. Okay, you could have said, finally, they decided to make their own hoop out of a crate. Turn to the last page, and let's use this last card, after that. After that, what? Go for it. Good. I could have said maybe after that, the basketball got stuck in the crate and they were mice without a ball. Good job, Tigers. Good job retelling the characters' feelings and the order of events using your retelling cards and the book. Let's move on. We're going to look at some contractions today. I'm going to show you the word don't. That's D-O-N apostrophe T. Spell it with me. D-O-N apostrophe T. Good job. The word is don't. Listen to my sentence. I don't think you should play in a thunderstorm. What two words did I squeeze together to make the word don't? Did you say do not? Listen again. I do not think you should play in a thunderstorm. Does that make sense? Yes. I squeezed these two words together. The O popped out, didn't it? And instead I used an apostrophe in its place. So do not became don't. That's called a contraction. Can you say contraction? Again, contractions are when you squeeze two things together. Remember we talked about how mamas have contractions when they're going to have a baby? Their stomach squeezes together. So if you want to think of what's that word where two words are squeezed together and an apostrophe is in its place? Squeeze, squeeze. Oh yeah, when mama has a baby, her stomach squeezes. That's called a contraction. Good. That might help you remember. Please turn to page 4 in your book now. Page 4. On page 4, friends, we have a contraction. Can you find the contraction on page 4? Yep, I already see don't. We already did that one, so I'll write that one again. Don't. What's the other contraction you see? Yes, can't. Good job. Let's read that sentence. We can't play baseball. Here's don't. I'm going to write can't next. What two words do you think I pushed and squeezed together to make the word can't? Did you say can not? If you did, you're right. Good. Now this time I squeezed out two letters for the apostrophe. Can not turns into can't. Let's see if can not makes sense in its place. We cannot play baseball. Yes, it does. All right, good job, friends. Those are called contractions. All right, we're going to get our writing journals out next and get to some writing today. Keep your book handy in case you need that. Let's get our writing journals out. Okay, here we go. We're going to write a sentence about what happened at the beginning of the story. Then we're going to write a sentence about the middle of the story. Then we're going to write a sentence about what happened at the end of the story. So 3 sentences, beginning, middle, and end. On my board, let's do a little brainstorming or thinking. B is for beginning, M is for middle, E is for end. What could we say about the beginning of the story? Beginning. Any ideas? Remember, you can write anything you want. You don't have to copy teacher. I'm going to use my book and look back at some of these pictures. That might help me too. Okay, I might say in the beginning, Carlos and Sam wanted to play. I'm going to make sure I use that statement in the beginning to start my sentence. That is called good writing. In the beginning. Here we go. In the beginning. King, Sam, and Carlos wanted to play. In the beginning, Sam and Carlos wanted to play. Now start your sentence the same way, but you can use your own words, friends. You don't have to copy teacher. I'll give you a few moments to go ahead and finish your first sentence. All right, now I'm looking at my cards and I'm going to go to the next one. But the problem is, so my sentence is going to go like this for my middle. The problem is they had no balls. Remember, they didn't have a football, they didn't have a baseball. They were running out of ideas because they had no balls. So let's say the problem is they had no balls. You can use your own words though. You don't have to copy teacher. The problem is they had no balls. There's my middle sentence. The problem is they had no balls. If you need more time to write, pause the video until you're ready to move on. So I started with, in the beginning, I went on to the problem is. Now I'm going to skip. I could write more, but I'm going to go to finally, since I only need to write 3 sentences today. So I'm going to go to my last card, finally. Okay. Finally, I'm going to say finally they found a ball, basketball. Finally, they found a basketball, comma, but their hoop didn't, I'm going to do a contraction today. Didn't is a contraction for did not. Didn't work. So that'll be my last sentence. Finally, they found a basketball, but their hoop didn't work. Now again, you could use the word finally, but then try to use your own writing, or you're welcome to. If not, you're always welcome to copy, teachers. All right, friends. Let me read my 3 sentences to you. In the beginning, Sam and Carlos wanted to play. The problem is they had no balls. Finally, they found a basketball, but their hoop didn't work. When you are done with your writing, please do your illustrating at the top, 5 or more colors, filling the whole page, and please share this journal entry with mom and dad reading it to them and showing them your picture when you're done. Have a great day, and I love you.